Good morning, football fans, and welcome to 3 and Out, right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Here we go, y'all, off to the races yet again. High school football is just moving, man. We are moving down the stretch at the halfway point of the season, and man, things are getting heated all around the country. Teams are rising, teams are falling, and some teams are emerging that we've never even heard of. That's the beauty of it, right? We got all of that coming, as well as plenty to talk about in college, man. We are, it's crazy. This week, we have like an all-around bye week in the 3C2A. Like, nobody's playing. It's crazy. So we're actually just going to take a week off from those guys, interestingly enough. Next week, we get some conference play going on, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. The 3C2A coming up down the stretch at the halfway point of this season. Also, NJCAA action, man. Let's just say this week we got ourselves a special one, man. Number 2, Iowa Western, and number 10, Coffeyville. Major national poll implications for this game. Yeah, I want to be excited for this one, and I think you should too. This is going to be a solid one coming up today. Also, we're going to jump on into some Division 3 today. One to watch very closely. There's a couple of them, really, but the one that I have my eye on, man, you know those Wisconsin teams. These Wisconsin teams are absolutely insane. Lacrosse, Whitewater, number 5 at number 9. This is a WAIC, a WEAC battle here. I'll tell you, this could have big implications, big shakeups here. The winner of this thing should be ranked somewhere in that top 4 at least. I'll tell you, this is going to be a dogfight today. Also, Wheaton and number 1 North Central getting down. Division 3 is always full of goodies, right? Division 2, what is coming on up today? Well, top 5 stay perfect. Well, what? Number 1 Ferris State, number 2 Hardin, number 3 Kutztown, number 4 West Florida, and number 5 Western Colorado all face winnable games. Will they stay perfect? And the game of the week for me, UT Permian Basin and Angelo State, number 7 versus number 6. And NAIA action today, Lindsey Wilson, number 7, taking on number 11, Georgetown, and will Grandview stay perfect, taking on number 20, William Penn. Also, we got some FCS action going on. North Dakota State, South Dakota State, do they stay perfect? We will talk about that. And FBS action, of course, coming your way. We all know the big one coming up, but we got a couple other ones to get into today, man. Obviously, you know, Minnesota, Ohio State, Miami, Florida State. What's going to happen? We're all going to find that out today. You are now tuned in live to 3 and Out, right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Welcome, all you diehard football fans out there. Welcome one and welcome all. We appreciate you guys for jumping on in here and being a part of this awesome show, man. So, again, insane, right? Insane football we've seen so far. We've seen number 1s rise. We've seen number 1s fall. Well, first we've seen number 1s fall, number 1s rise. This is just football at its best. And again, we cover all of it here on 3 and Out, like literally all of it. As you guys know, from high school through college, all the way to the pros, that's what we do here at IE Sports Radio. So that's how we're going to do it. All right. So with that said, guys, really fast, we'll do things a little bit different this week. I want to jump on in, make sure we get our sponsor thanked immediately, or 2, and then we're going to jump on in and get going with some high school football because there were some good ones, y'all. So stay tuned. You are watching 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back after this.
IE Sports Radio fans, this show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, single A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
rise and shine. It's 4 a.m. The stars are still out. The sun is beneath the horizon, but it's time to punch in and go to work. The comfort of your warm-ups turns into the grinding out of your reps as the clinking and the clinking of the plates create a symphony of euphoria. There's no other feeling like it. Earn it, burn it, and take what's yours. IE Sports Radio has proudly partnered with Vital Apparel, a brand that not only fits great, but also promotes and donates to mental health research. Use our code IESR to get 15% off their comfortable and inspiring gym wear and help them on their amazing journey to support mental health. Go hard, take part in your iron therapy, and be strong. Because when your mental health is as strong as you are, there's no telling how far you'll go.
And that is correct, ladies and gentlemen. When your mental health is on point, so are you. Make sure you check out Planet Jerky and Vital Apparel. I want to make sure we're giving them some love, obviously, at the start of the show. The show gets a ton of freaking viewers, so I want to get that one out there nice and early, which means we're probably going the rest of the show commercial free. And, well, to do that with me, we got a dude who is playing the dude disguised as another dude. I'm just playing. I'm sorry. Big shout to Robert Downey Jr. I'm saying. But anyway, with that, man, we got a dude over here who's rocking a different kind of IE Sports Radio shirt today. He's got the polo on. Can we get a close-up on that? Can we get a close-up on that gorgeous shirt? Oh, yeah. This guy is getting ready to cover some volleyball. If you love volleyball, and even if you don't, oh my gosh, the sport is amazing. You're going to want to get into it. And this guy right here will make you love it. Just celebrating 6 years on the air, one of our longest standing shows, one of our longest standing members of the station. I think he's all around great guy. I'm so happy to call him a good friend of mine. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in the host of Set Point, our SoCal insider, and of course, the co-host of 3 and Out, Teran Rodriguez. Morning, sir. How you doing?
Hey, Larry. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for the amazing introduction. But yeah, it's time we get on into it. Let's talk some football.
Let's do it, bro. By the way, tell everybody where you are, because this is how busy
I am at Redondo Union High School in Redondo Beach.
8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, he's at the top of LA. We're far west side of LA. Okay, this guy over here is just doing what it does, making big things happen, man. Appreciate you so very much. Always, man. Make sure you give us a follow, TikTok, X, YouTube, subscribe, like, give it to us, man. All right, Taram, we're gonna roll through it today. We got some weird stuff going on, actually, in an odd way, but with some of these the 3C2A doesn't have any games, which is crazy. But all right, let's get to it, Taran. Let's go ahead and roll on into the goodies, man. All right, here we go. Let's talk a little bit of a Thursday night football, shall we? So really fast before we jump into anything, man. All right, Taran, Thursday night football. Los Angeles Rams drop one to the San Francisco 49ers. You are LA insider, SoCal insider. I know your brother's a gigantic Rams fan. You even put his displeasure text in our group. Taran, defense does win championships, and well, the Niners stood tall at the end. But did it have to come down to that? Talk to us, man. The Niners win this one 26-23 in Thursday Night Football in overtime.
Yeah, Rams. I don't know what went wrong with the Rams. I mean, the Niners were banged up. They didn't have Brock Purdy. They didn't have Juwan Jennings, no Ricky Pearsall. George Kittle's still on IR. Nick Bosa's out for the year. And it just felt like the Rams either underestimated Puka or not. The Rams underestimated the Niners, or they just were lulled into a false sense of security. But I give them credit for battling all game, but it should have never gotten down to the point where it needed overtime and whatnot. Just turnovers just really killed the Rams, and they just couldn't get any pressure on Mac Jones, even though he was getting hit a lot. And I got to give him a lot of credit. He really stood tall for the most part. So I think the Niners, they knew they were coming in underdogs. They were labeled as probably going to lose, but they took that to heart, and they still have a pretty solid team, and it's only going to get better once they get some of their players back.
No, agreed, man. I don't know. The Niners has got one there, I believe, and the Rams. That's a great team who just lost a tough battle. So it's a rivalry. We all know it. It was a rough one, man. Rough go for the Niners, but at the end of the day, dude. I mean, what do you do? The better team that night won, even though I feel the Rams are the better team overall. It's just a tough go, man. It's a very tough go, and I really hope that the Rams don't have any more of those games. It kind of sucks, man. It feels like I'm not gonna say they beat themselves, but there were some times where I felt that there could have just been. I don't know. There was a little bit more there. I don't know. Do you agree with me on that?
Yeah, I just think that, again, with all the turnovers that they had, the fumble at the 1 yard line, that should have never happened.
No.
And then obviously the fourth down call in overtime with the game on the line. I think it could have been drawn up a little bit better. So I think the Rams, I feel they kind of beat themselves, or they just overlooked the true potential of the Niners when they just can't. So if they want to go deep into the playoffs, they can't have losses like this. And this loss could come back to haunt the Rams, because if that winds up being the deciding factor of having of winning the NFC West and traveling on the road, then that could be pretty bad, just because you're trying to keep up with the Eagles and the Lions and the rest of the NFC, and this loss just doesn't really do well, especially since the Niners have a fairly light schedule. Like, they have a last place schedule, and that kind of bodes well for them.
Rough go, man. Again, it does. The Niners, I mean, again, they're a solid team. I still feel the Rams got any given day. That's what it is. The Rams, though, have it. And the reason why I'm even saying that, I mean, to get with their full health, they're really very, very close. But right now, it's true. The Rams are banged up. I mean, sorry, the Niners are banged up, and I don't know. The Rams should have taken full advantage of that. So I don't know. Sucks, man, but you'll see. But anyway,
Thursday night football games are weird, especially when it comes to divisional matchups. I think this is the third weird match we've got, or third weird game in a row, because last week we had the Cardinals having the blunder against the Seahawks, the Dolphins playing the Bills tough, even though they were like a massive underdog. So Thursday night football divisional games, you gotta love them.
And apparently, if there isn't a football divisional NFC West games, you got to love those, right?
Yep. And there's another divisional matchup on Thursday night next week. It's the Giants and Eagles, but we're not going to peep down that rabbit hole too far.
Well, we'll definitely get into that one tomorrow during our second show of the day tomorrow. But all right, Teran. Well, let's go ahead and get on into a little bit of high school, man, because, well, there was some stuff here. Some of this we can just kind of run through. But for high school overall, Teran, you know what? Hey, it was a pretty crazy week, man. We've seen here some things happen Thursday night, by the way. How about this, man? Coach Logan of Corona Centennial, number 5 Centennial, by the way. These guys defeat Roosevelt 6-2-20. They get their their 300th victory. Congratulations to Matt Logan. 300th career win as the Huskies roll to 5-1 on the season, including knocking off number 1 Mater Dei earlier this season. Teran, how about that 300th win for Coach Logan? How about this victory for those Huskies?
That was a great win, and I kind of thought of you because he has just been an integral part of Corona Centennial's football program, and to have 300 wins with that program, that just means a lot for Matt Logan. So congratulations to him, and Centennials just continues to have a great season. They've rebounded well following that loss to Santa Margarita, which Matt Logan wasn't a part of because of a personal thing. So there you go.
No, definitely some big stuff there on Thursday night. So moving on over to, we're just going to kind of roll from all of last night's game from all the ranked teams. So, all right, man, courtesy again of Max Preps getting all these awesome stats from there. But number 1, St. John Bosco just does it, man. They explode for 70 points and a 70-21 victory over J. Sarah. Yeah, Trinity League is alive and popping. And oh my gosh, Malua Lulu, I believe. I don't butcher his name, but this guy, 5 touchdowns on the night. The Braves stay perfect. They're 6-0. Oh, I cannot wait for them in Mater Dei on Halloween night. But, dude, this is how about that game for St. John Bosco?
Yeah, I mean, J-Sar's coach, Victor Santa Cruz, said it best. There's a reason why St. John Bosco is number 1 in the nation for a reason, just because they execute well. They play clean football. They don't make a whole lot of mistakes, and they execute well on all three phases of the game. So I think Bosco just continues to roll, and there's no slowing down when it comes to those guys.
No, they are the real deal, man. And Coach Negro has these guys playing so well. This is a good football team, man. The best in the country for a reason. And well, they're called the best team in the country for a reason right now, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're moving along and carrying that title well. So number 2, St. Francis Academy out of Maryland, man. These guys take on the First Academy out of Florida, 37-0. Ouch! But big ups to the Panthers, man. These guys, defensive domination. They grab another statement victory. St. Francis Academy is just cruising, Teran.
Yeah, this was kind of not surprising. I mean, this is St. Francis we're talking about.
Yeah.
They're not slowing down for anybody, and honestly, there's a reason why they're number 2 in the nation, because they do number 2 in the nation type of things, and they just really controlled their opponent for the most part.
Dominating team, Teran. Dominating team. So with that said, let's move it forward, man, and keep it pushing. This was crazy. Number 3, man. Not number 3, number 4. Country IMG Academy. They had a little scrap. They did. They had a little bit of a battle with Venice from Florida. Venice, obviously, one of the top teams out of Florida. 27-14. Sophomore Jaden Wade throws for 3 touchdowns to Eric McFarland, and the Ascenders improved to 5-0. But hey, they had a little battle there. 27-14. That's a little bit of a more down to earth score than we're seeing from the IMG Academy.
Yeah, I actually did get a chance to see a little of this. This was quite the effort from Venice. But honestly, IMG Academy, I had a feeling they would eventually clean it up. I just think that Venice, they had nothing left to lose and they were home. So I think for Venice, they just gave it their all. But IMG Academy is still IMG Academy.
Exactly. We keep on talking about why they're number 1, 2, 4. Yeah, because this is why. Number 6, Modern Day. Kind of weird to even say anything besides number 1 next to Modern Day, but they pulled away late in this one. They just, again, Orange Lutheran, the team that wants all the smoke. They are just, that is that team, man. Modern Day. Orange Lutheran obviously is Trinity League, so they have to play them. But Orange Lutheran would play them anyway, even if they weren't in their league. That's what OLU does. But overall, man, good battle. Hey, it was, 15-point game. That says a lot for Orange Lutheran, honestly. I don't know what that says for Modern Day, but I do know what that says for Orange Lutheran. Justin Lewis with a 40-yard touchdown, man. And by the way, Ohio State commit Caden Dixon. I think it's Ohio State. Caden Dixon Wyatt. With the dagger touchdown.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
This dude, man. I mean, it ended the game over with. Kaboom, over, game, finished. I don't know the way you want to say it, but Modern Day makes it happen. Regardless, though, again, the heart of Orange Lutheran is just, it always fascinates me.
Yeah, and this is Modern Day, I'll give a lot of credit to OLU first. They deserve a lot of credit with all of their talent that they have. Unfortunately, just Modern Day just was too much for them and whatnot. And Modern Day, they got a freshman running back, Asir Nemhard, who I think has really been playing well and whatnot. And heck, we even got to see Mark Bowman go in a little bit of a wildcat formation. So I think for Orange Lutheran, they did as much as they could with as I wouldn't say as less, but I just think that Modern Day just had a little bit of a step up against them. And you look at the half, it was only 7-3. It's just that I think Modern Day kind of caught their second wind.
No, totally. And Modern Day has made it happen at the end. But regardless, big ups to OLU. Moving forward, man, number 7, which is another team that's weird to see out of the top 3, Bishop Gorman, but that's obviously thanks to Modern Day in the earlier weeks. These guys blanked Palo Verde 51-0. The Gales, they bounced back strong. Obviously, the Modern Day loss was very recent. And, they are now 6-1 on the year. So how about that, man? The Gales just doing what the Gales do.
Yeah, second straight shutout for Bishop Gorman as well, because they shut out Santa Margarita last week. So I think Bishop Gorman is back to doing Bishop Gorman things. And I think that loss to Modern Day was more so Modern Day needed to bounce back as opposed to Bishop Gorman just not being good, because Gorman had their chances against Modern Day. It's just that unfortunately it just slipped through the fingers. So I think for Gorman, they're still back on their you-know-what, and I don't think they're going anywhere.
No, totally agree, man. Hell of a team, and they're going to keep on doing their thing. Number 8, Sierra Canyon. These guys roll over Sarah of Gardena. 30-0. Trailblazers keep the defense tight and remain at 6-0. How about those guys?
Oh, man, this was a darn good game. Now, Sarah isn't the Sarah as in years past, but Sierra Canyon is just on a whole other level. And, man, I heard there was some jawing and whatnot when it came to this game, and there was some taunting and whatnot. But that's Mission League football for you. I mean, it's not for the faint of heart. It's not as good as the Trinity League, but it's still as entertaining and fun. But I think that might have been the de facto matchup for Sierra Canyon. I just think that the Trailblazers have a very stacked and loaded team. The only big question is, can they stack up to the likes of Mater Dei, Bosco, and Centennial and whatnot?
That is a tall order, Teran. But when it comes down to it, you never know. Especially, man, with the games we've been seeing recently, it's crazy. Especially those Texas football matchups that have been really shaky, kind of crazy. But number 9, Buford out of Georgia. They started high, they dropped off a little bit, but they dominate Collins Hill, man. Another top team there in Georgia, 34-31. Nebraska commit Dayton Raiola shines, man. 3 touchdowns. Beautiful night for him, man. The Wolves just stay strong. How about Buford? How about that performance by Raiola?
Yeah, it was a great game. And you mentioned Raiola. That's Dylan's brother. So I think that's a pretty solid win for Buford. And I think they still have a solid team. And I think you mentioned it, that they started off a little slow, but now they're kind of picking it up. And that's kind of the case of figuring it out. They're starting to figure things out when it truly matters, especially when it comes playoff time and whatnot.
And that says everything. Number 10, Edna Carr from Louisiana knocks off St. Augustine 42-21. All of this behind Joe Johnson's 5 total touchdowns, 3 passing and 2 rushing. Man, the Cougars stay unbeaten. Teran, Edna Carr is getting down out of Louisiana. We need to really put these guys, I mean, they put themselves on, but we need to really keep these guys on the radar because Edna Carr, I mean, man, these guys have really come out of nowhere.
Yeah, and Edna Carr has really kind of put the entire world on notice, and they're putting Louisiana on the map. So I think Edna Carr, even though it was kind of a little bit of a grinded out matchup, they were pretty much in firm control over it. So a great win for Edna Carr, and gotta tip your hat to Joe Johnson. This kid is special.
He really is, man. How about that? Guy can do it all. Run it, pass it. He's like Booby Miles. He can throw too. He can throw, he can pass, he could probably kick the ball and catch it downfield and return his own. I mean, he's crazy. He not that you would ever do that in a game. I'm just saying, the guy is insane though. This is a great day for him, and really, really, really good night for this youngster. And let's see what these guys can do. Let's see how high Edna Carr can climb, man. So number 11, St. Thomas Aquinas erupts for 63 points over Hollywood Hills, man. Just wow, this Florida team is getting it. The Raiders, because some Raiders have to be good, Teran, show no mercy to move to 5-1 because some Raiders have to be 5-1 and not the ones in Vegas. Regardless, though, St. Thomas Aquinas, yes, maybe they should be playing in that big, beautiful stadium in Allegiant. Anyway, Teran, how about these guys?
Yeah, St. Thomas Aquinas, they just continue to roll, and they're like the song Truckin', and they just continue to put up big points, and they just continue to do their thing. They're like the standard worker, punch in, work your 9-to-5 shift, and then get on out of there. And that's what that team does.
He just said good old Dolly Parton working 9-to-5, Teran. I mean, this is what they're doing, man. So number 12, DeMatha, Maryland. Of course, the team with the most NFL players in it. Sorry, the team with the most players in the NFL at the moment right now. At least that's what I saw on some YouTube clip like a month ago or something like that. Anyway, DeMatha, they handle Riverdale Baptist 43-6, of course, right? The Stags stay unbeaten. They're 5-0, and they're just continuing to climb up there. This team will probably be a top 10 finisher when the year's said and done.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. I definitely think that they're still a fantastic team, putting the DMV on the map, and I just think that they just continue to do their thing, and that's what good nationally ranked teams do.
You're a smart man, Teran. I agree with you there. Number 13, South Lake Carroll. These guys are awesome, man. South Lake Carroll out of Texas. I love it. This football team, these Texas teams, man. I swear, I don't care, Teran. I will always be envious of how much these people just put into football down there in Texas. I am the most envious in the world because I love football so much, and these guys just do football the way it should be done. So South Lake Carroll, man, out of Texas, the highest ranked Texas team right now in the country. These guys are just doing it, and they cruise past Keller 63-28. Dragons improved to 6-0 now. Their offense is rolling. The defense is, to give up 28 points. But anyway, regardless, look, these guys are putting on an offensive clinic. Defense, I'm sure, will catch up. But at the end of the day, they're winning football games. How about South Lake Carroll?
Yeah, South Lake Carroll just continues to do their thing. And I didn't know they were the highest ranked team out of Texas until I saw those rankings before we went on. But it's like, wow, that's wild, dude. So, yeah, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say California football is better than Texas football, but South Lake Carroll, I'm glad for their sake they're putting Texas on the map, because it just feels a little weird not seeing a whole lot of those Texas teams nationally ranked. But South Lake Carroll is kind of a breath of fresh air if you're a Texas fan.
Oh, they are. I mean, my gosh, look who we just seen up there. Obviously, Duncanville has been up and around there for years. They've had Texas on the map for a while. Obviously, DeSoto. You have the infamous North Shore out of Houston. And look at that. Then North Crowley pops in last year, upsetting everybody. You know what I mean? South Oak Cliff this year had some big upsets. And now you got South Lake Carroll. I mean, Teran, these Texas teams, they just destroy each other, man. It's crazy. Like, if you put one of these teams in every other state, I'm just saying, it's a lot. So awesome stuff here. Loving this Texas football. But number 14, Carroll of Georgia, stays unbeaten. They're now 7-0. After destroying Westlake 49-8. These guys, I believe right now, I mean, they're Buford. I mean, these Georgia teams, man, they're something else. And obviously, I mean, it's not easy, right? You got Grayson, who just had a bye week. Georgia has some great football teams, but I don't know, man. These guys, Carrollton, it's crazy to see how good these Georgia football teams really are, man. They're a lot like Texas themselves. But again, 7-0 Trojans, man. These guys are getting it, and solid job for Carrollton.
Yeah, Carrollton is just they're good. And you mentioned Buford, just outstanding. There's nothing that you just don't have the words to really describe them. It's just absolutely astounding of what they just continue to do. And
Georgia football.
Georgia football. They're on. I think that's kind of the best kept secret in terms of high school football. Georgia football is vastly underrated. We talk about California and Texas, but what about Georgia? Georgia has some good athletes coming out of it. So there you go.
Well, we know them Bulldogs take a lot of that, and recently, look at even good old Georgia Tech. So I'm just saying, there's a lot of good athletes that play for these colleges, man. So number 15, Grimsley out of North Carolina, they had defeated Varnia out of Virginia, 21-14 in a thriller. Freshman quarterback Brody Lowe delivers late, and Ty Shoemake seals it with a touchdown run. How about that game, man? Grimsley escapes Varnia.
Yeah, and that was a great game right there. Grimsley obviously just continues to do their thing, but you got to remember that some of these teams that are like massive underdogs, they come in playing with house money and with like nothing to lose. So I think for their opponent, I think it's just a massive, outstanding effort. But unfortunately, it's just Grimsley just doing their thing and whatnot.
No, it's true, man. And again, Grimsley has proven. I mean, they're the North Carolina team. They're one of the only teams. Sorry. Oh, you're good. Yeah, I mean, this team's out of North Carolina. They're the only team that high. I think for a good minute, if you look at all the standings on Max Preps, these guys are way up there, man. I mean, Grimsley is the cream of the crop in North Carolina, at least from what it seems. And this is a good football team, man. So, all right, next up, moving on in to we're almost out of here. We're almost done here with with high school. Coming back to Southern California, man, Santa Margarita. Wow, they have had some bumps this year, but they get themselves a nice little victory over Servite. Trinity League action here. Servite a solid football team in the Trinity League, but no cigar versus Santa Margarita. But a good game, though, 17-7 over Servite. Carson Palmer's Eagles bounce back in the Trinity League. And, well, I don't think Santa Margarita is going to be hoisting any national championships this year, but I do think that they are off to one heck of a start to become possibly somewhat of another centennial modern day. I mean, they're kind of already a centennial, but can they be a modern day? So, especially with Carson Palmer there. I mean, who wants to want to play for that guy? So, big ups there for Santa Margarita, man. How about that?
Yeah, I kind of saw this. I was seeing this game on Twitter while I was covering a game of my own. This was kind of like one of those old school Big Ten football games where it's just grinded out action, smash mouth football, a little bit of trash talk. And that's kind of how the Trinity League is. It's just that Santa Margarita, the big question was, how are they going to respond after putting up a bagel against Bishop Gorman? And honestly, you got to remember that they only allowed one offensive touchdown last week. The other touchdown was a pick six. So I think for Santa Margarita, it just showed that their offense just had a rough week last week, and they just need to get the kinks out. Their defense is what really sells it to me when it comes to Santa Margarita. And bear in mind, no Trent Mosley for Santa Margarita, but they're still finding ways to pull out the win. But I imagine Trinity League play is going to start to ramp up for the Eagles.
Oh, I'm with you. I am totally with you. So, all righty, man. Let's go ahead and keep it rolling. Keep it pushing on in. Let's see where we at. Number 17, Chaminade Madonna out of Florida. They dipped underneath the top 25 for a little bit. Now they're back. They take down Monarch 28-7. Defensive clamps, man. Just clamp on down. And the Lions improved to 5-1 on the season. Okay, man. Chaminade Madonna, here they come.
Yeah, here comes Chaminade Madonna. I think they kind of had a little bit of a blip to start out, but they're like the other teams. They're starting to figure it out quickly and soon and fast. Just because, obviously, the games that are about to be on their schedule they're coming up, the ones that matter most. So I think for Chaminade Madonna, they needed to really polish up their defense, because I think their offense is definitely elite. It's just, what can their defense do? Can their defense keep them in games? Can their defense pitch close to a shutout? Will their defense kind of have an off night and then bank on the offense? So I think Chaminade Madonna proved that they can be a defensive team.
No, I agree. They're moving along, man. And again, this is a solid team. Again, they produce good old Ohio State's own now and there. I think they like him a little bit, Teran. I think they like good old Jeremiah Smith. I think they like him.
Oh yeah,
just a little bit. So, that's what they produce there, Chaminade Madonna. So let's see what else they can produce, man. But awesome stuff there. Okay, moving forward. Number 18, Basha out of Arizona. They steamroll Westwood 56-0. The Bears continue to roll as one of Arizona's top teams, and I don't know. That's solid. Basha's nasty. I guess we can just kind of roll through some of these here, Teran. Number 19, De La Salle. They defeated Cathedral Catholic 35-14 in the battle of the unbeatens there, giving Cathedral Catholic their first loss of the year. The Spartans rushed for 5 touchdowns and moved to 6-0. And then we'll stop here at 20. Bixby of Oklahoma. These guys put up freaking video game numbers, man. 81-6 over Moore. And those Spartans, these guys look nasty on offense, and that defense ain't too shabby themselves. Teran, how about that? Basha, De La Salle, and Bixby all getting very solid victories this past week.
Very convincing. Their defense really shined, and their offense was just outstanding and unbelievable. So I just think that, and it was questioned. De La Salle played Cathedral Catholic. Was that Cathedral Catholic of San Diego, or is that a different Cathedral Catholic?
This was Cathedral Catholic of, I believe, San Diego. Yeah, let me take one quick look here because I want to make sure. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at that.
There's too many Cathedral Catholics in this
world. There are too many. I agree, Teran. Yeah, so this was the Cathedral Catholic, the Dons of San Diego. Kind of fun fact.
Yeah. That's a good team. That's a pretty solid team. So that's not a team to sneeze at if you're De La Salle. So I think it's a solid win if you ask me. And Basha, they just continue to roll. All those teams that you just mentioned, they are just putting up outstanding numbers. Bixby was just jaw-dropping.
Bixby, it's like more didn't even show up. I mean, my gosh, that's crazy. But yeah,
They
man.
said no more.
But literally no more, like none. All right, like Lomachenko in boxing, he called himself No Moschenko. I mean, no more. Nobody wants any more of this guy. I mean, that's that. But fun fact, man, Cathedral Catholic down there, the Torrey Pines area, beautiful area of San Diego, by the way. Kind of funny. We actually while San Diego Mesa was getting their field done. When we were playing, I was playing back at RCC. We actually scrimmaged them at Cathedral Catholic's field, and it was a really nice field, man. It's like in a ravine with like the cement steps, and really, really nice high school. But yeah, man, big powerhouse there. Solid team, but De La Salle just doing what they do, man. And then we'll just go ahead and close it out here, man. Number 21, Cass Tech out of Michigan. They blow past Western International 64-0. The technicians improve, man. These guys are 6-0 now. They just keep doing it. Cass Tech is here to stay. They're not going nowhere. They're going to stay. I don't know why they haven't moved up a little bit from like the 20s, but regardless, they're still hanging around. A big-time rivalry classic here. Number 23, Baylor of Tennessee wins a thriller over number 25, Macaulay, of course. Macaulay, the team that knocked off Mission Viejo earlier this year. They defeat them 38-35. Running back David Gabriel Georges goes off for 200-plus yards and 3 touchdowns. The students stormed the field after the game, apparently. Awesome stuff there. And then, of course, we had number 24, Clay Chalkville, Alabama. These guys will blank Mountain Brook 49-0. The Cougars remain perfect at 7-0. And there's a top 25. Teran, how about those last 3, man? Cass Tech getting it done. Baylor getting a crazy, crazy victory. I think that was an upset, knocking off Macaulay. And then Clay Chalkville just handling business. I mean, good way to end off the top 25.
Yeah, Baylor getting that win over Macaulay was pretty big, because especially since, I mean, Macaulay and Baylor were both 2 of the best teams in their state, respectively. So I think for Baylor getting that win, that is a pretty solid win, very impressive win. And yeah, those students have every right to storm the field, just because you win again, you beat a team like that, and you've earned the right to do so, because that's a hard-earned win right there.
Oh, that is a fun one, man. It's a great game, and again, according to Max Preps, that's what they did. But hey, they have a right to storm the field. Hopefully, it was a nice, safe storming, but good stuff there, and an awesome job. So, all right, Teran, there you have it, man. Top 25 for high school football, all said and done. The 3C2A, Teran, we have nothing to talk about. We have nothing to talk about in the 3C2A because it is a freaking week by week. Like, it is crazy. We've never had that before. But that's it. We have a full week of bye week. That's it. No one plays this week.
Well, I will say it feels a little weird seeing that, but that just means that conference play is on the way, and this is where teams are really going to have to ramp it up, especially for the teams that are trying to vie for a playoff spot and whatnot.
No, true. But we can take a quick look here at the top 25 according to the 3C2asports.com or cccaasports.org. Sorry. San Mateo still locking down when we have 6 5-0 teams, including San Mateo, Golden West, Ventura, Diablo Valley, Southwestern, and Monterey Peninsula, who has been sneaky. They are now number 6. Southwestern, dude, is my biggest surprise 5-0 team. I love these guys. I guess up north, the biggest surprise 5-0 team would be Diablo Valley. I mean, Golden West, you can kind of see it, especially after the knocked off Riverside. You knew this team was destined. Ventura, those Pirates are damn good, dude. They're an extremely underrated team. I feel that they and now they're showing it. They're number 3, and they're a quiet number 3. They're just winning games and minding their own business. So you know, San Antonio, they've dropped now. They're number 7 at 4-1. It's crazy. This is that Fullerton, though, a 4-win team. El Camino, a 4-win team. Saddleback, a 4-win team. I mean, it's crazy, man. Seeing Riverside, number 16 at 3-2. I'm beside myself right now. But again, I got to keep remembering Kevin Kraft, not Tom Kraft. Give him some time. He's going to be like Novocaine, like the Veer, running the Veer. You heard it before. Remember the Titans. Give us some time. It always works. So, you know, I think it'll be all right. But yeah, Teran, I mean, San Francisco at number 18 at 3-2, some previous champs there. San Diego Mesa being a huge question mark. 2-3. They're number 21, but they're 2-3. Antelope Valley sneaking in. This team was like sad to say, like a pushover team. Like they were like how Matt Sinisino was at one point in time when I played, and now they're getting better. And dude, they're 5-0, and they've fought their way into the top 25 at number 25. I mean, Teran, right now, taking a pause to look at the top 25, 3C2A. The rankings, it's pretty crazy. So what's your biggest surprise? What's your biggest all of it? Surprise, biggest letdown, biggest I thought that would happen, whatever. Like give some thoughts on the top 25.
I think Southwestern, as you mentioned, they're probably the biggest surprise of them all. My big question is, can they keep it up, and will they be able to vie for a playoff spot? But Golden West, I think last year when Golden West barely missed out on the playoffs, I think they kind of took that personal. So I think Golden West just asserting themselves, saying we're not going to let that happen again, is probably another thing to make note of.
Definitely not an easy pill to swallow when you lose like that, especially so close yet so far. So anyway, Teran, top 25 in the 3C2A is a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see what happens next week. We got some good ones next week, but we'll save that for next week. As for right now, we're going to go ahead and move it on over to the NJCAA. And well, today we got a few goodies. Okay, currently here, we'll just go quickly. So number 1, we got Hutchinson, Iowa Western, still not going nowhere. Tyler, right there after them. You know, your current top 3 just doing the dang thing, man. Who else do we got? Mississippi Gulf Coast, Navarro. We have Georgia Military, Northwest Mississippi, Garden City, Hines, Coffeyville, Copia Lincoln, Trinity Valley, Snow, Iowa Central, and Cisco. So they've found their way in the top 25. But for this week, let's take a look at the big games. Again, as I mentioned right now, we got some solid ones here today. I really do feel that if we gotta talk about any of the, I guess, ranked on ranked, there's only one that stands out, and that's number 2 Iowa Western versus number 10 Coffeyville. It's a top 10 battle in Kansas. The Reavers want to stay right behind Hutch, especially after they lost to Hutch already. But the Red Ravens, man, they shocked Butler last week. If Coffeyville knocks off Iowa Western, Teran, how far does Iowa Western fall? And does that completely kill their playoff chances?
Yeah, I think that's going to be a fascinating matchup. The only ranked on ranked matchup, as you said, but Coffeyville, they're the home team. They don't have much to lose. And Iowa Western, if they want to keep their hopes of making the playoffs again, they're going to have to pretty much run the table for the most part. So I think this one's going to be an entertaining matchup, and I think this one probably is going to come down to the wire here.
So you got to love the question. Who you got?
I'll play it safe and say Iowa Western, but don't be surprised if Coffeyville makes them sweat.
Teran, I've been cheering on the Reavers for years. I think this team is a very talented football team. I like them a lot. There's a lot of talent. This football team has been in and around the championship for the last couple of years. Them and Hutchinson has been so much fun to see. And as much as I want to pick, I'm going to pick them. But just like last week, we talked about some Division III, a possible upset, or no, NAIA with an Indianapolis possible upset, and they did lose. I don't think it's going to happen this time. I don't know. But Teran, I don't know. There's something sneaky here. I'm going to pick Iowa Western. But I have a feeling Coffeyville might get this thing done today, dude. I have this feeling. And if they do, oh my gosh. What more do you say? That's madness.
Yeah, I mean, Iowa Western, this one matchup is, again, it's very fascinating. I feel Iowa Western is obviously going to win this one, but don't be surprised if Coffeyville just throws everything in the kitchen sink at Iowa Western. So Coffeyville, they're playing with house money here at their home field. So don't be surprised if they just go deep in their bag and they pretty much let it rip.
And that's another reason these guys are home. I mean, this is a scary game for Iowa Western. This is the game that you need to tell your team, look, guys, you need to treat this like a national championship. Like, I don't care. I don't care if this is just a regular old Joe Schmo game and you think these guys are just Joe Schmoes. Like, I don't care. Like, you do not sleep on this team. Play this team like it was freaking Hutchinson again. Like, because dude, Coffeyville's going to come out. These fools are these dudes are going to come out and play lights out, because you're right, Teran. They have nothing to lose. If they lose, they just fall back. But if they win, they have everything to win. I mean, this could shake up the NJCAA as we know it, and create a big rift. And Teran, I was a player myself. When teams start winning, that's where players want to go. Recruiting. It could be huge for recruiting. So I'm just saying. So, all right, Teran, let's go ahead and move it on. Keep this thing going, man. And over to D3 football, man. We got some D3 action. Actually, you know what? No, we're not. Hold on. We still got some games to go in the NJCAA. My apologies, guys. I jumped the gun. So, but I mean, really, that's just my most important game. We do have a couple of others, okay? They're not bad. I mean, Independence and Highland should be pretty fun. Number 15, Cisco will be taking on NEOAM in a homecoming in Miami. Yay. Miami, Oklahoma, that is. Yay. We have here Georgia Military. They'll be taking on Lewisburg. Cool. Lackawanna and Monroe University in Scranton. Cool. Good old Lackawanna. Let's see. I mean, there's some fun games. New Mexico Military Institute at the Wool Bowl taking on number 3 Tyler, which I think Tyler will probably win that game. But, seeing New Mexico Military back in action versus a top team when they were the national champions a couple years ago. Good stuff. But overall, Teran, I don't know. I don't really see nothing is going to top this week's, even Garden City taking on Community Christian College of Michigan. Nothing's going to top the Iowa Western Coffeyville battle this week.
Yeah, I agree. I think that that one basically is the cream of the crop.
Yeah, that's the game. So, all right, man. Now we can go ahead and move it over to some Division 3. Going kind of quick today, so this is nice. So, all right, here we go. Ranked on ranked clashes in Division 3. I mean, I guess we could talk a little bit about the top 25 really quick. We can just kind of run through it. North Central, obviously, holding it down, number 1. Mount Union, Johns Hopkins, St. John's out of Minnesota, and Wisconsin Lacrosse. They are just jumping on up and doing their thing. We have 6 through 10, Salisbury, Wisconsin, Blatteville, Wartburg, and Whitewater. Also, Mary Hardin, Baylor in the mix. After that, River Falls, Bethel, DePaul, Wheaton in Wisconsin, Oshkosh at 15, John Carroll, Carnegie Mellon, Trinity out of Texas, Central Iowa, and Hope at 20, and then Mary Hardin, Baylor, Cortland, Christopher Newport, Hampton, Sydney. I've never seen them before up there, and then Susquehanna at number 25. So, Teran, this week we got some fun ones. Not all of them are fun, again, just like the last one we talked about, but let's see here. We have number 5 Lacrosse taking on number 9 Whitewater. This is again a WEAC showdown, WIAC. Purple powers collide. 2 purple teams here in the top 10. This is a battle that could shape the entire playoff picture. What do you think?
Oh man, this one's gonna be a good one, especially since you never really know what these Wisconsin teams have in store for us. I mean, Lacrosse versus Whitewater. I actually think Whitewater pulls it out.
Ooh. Hey, Lacrosse is a great football team, but it's true. As much as Whitewater, as much as Lacrosse is good, man, the Whitewater's got so much under their belt. This team has been solid for so many years. The Warhawks, I think, will get it done too and upset Lacrosse. I know that may not be popular with the Lacrosse people. My apologies, but overall, man, no, Whitewater is this is a powerhouse team. But that's crazy. So we're both going to take Whitewater.
Yeah, I think we're due for a little bit of a fun upset in D3 action.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think it's gonna be a fun matchup for dang sure, but we shall see, man. That's pretty cool. But I was gonna pick. That's cool. I'm glad you picked that because I was gonna say upset. I thought you were gonna go with Lacrosse, but okay. The next one, we only have 4 big ranked on ranked games in Division 3 this week. Number 11, River Falls taking on number 15, Wisconsin Oshkosh. Again, 2 Wisconsin teams. Sam, these Division 3 Wisconsin teams, I'm telling you, these guys, I have confidence in these freaking Wisconsin and some of these Wisconsin D3 teams to knock off some FCS teams. I really do.
I think that's a very good point right there. And it's another one of those really good D3 matchups in terms of like the Wisconsins. But I will take... Give me Oshkosh.
You're going to take the Oshkoshes? Just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oshkosh is solid. You know what? They're at home. This one, I'm going to go with Whitewater at home over La Crosse, but I'm going to take the visitor in the other one. I don't know, dude. I think River Falls is can edge out Oshkosh. Is another WEAC battle. River Falls, they keep flying high, man. I think they're going to do it. But Oshkosh, they can definitely defend their turf. Regardless, though, dude, I don't know. I got to go. I got to go River Falls in this one. We'll see how it works. But, man, I'm telling you, these Wisconsin matchups are unreal. These are the games you love. I'm telling you, I wish these were the games that were televised. Instead of seeing some of these slack freaking FBS games or cupcake games going head to head here, seeing, I don't know, Indiana beat up on freaking, Adams State or something.
Indiana State.
Yeah, I guess don't. Yeah. And then we got another one here. It's number 4, St. John's getting down, man. How about this? Number 4, St. John's taking on number 12, Bethel in the MIAC showdown. The Johnnies look dominant, but Bethel is unbeaten and hungry, man. So who are you taking?
I'll take St. John's. This one I think is a little bit of an obvious pick for me.
Taking the Johnnies. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with you. The Johnnies all day. This is a good football team. We know how good they are. Don't get me wrong, I like Bethel a lot, but this is a no-brainer. Number 4 wins this one. And then number 14, Wheaton, Illinois, takes on number 1, Central Illinois. Under the lights, this is the CCIW rivalry here. These guys collide. Wheaton looks to upset number 1, but Teran, do they upset number 1?
Nope, I got North Central winning this one.
Yeah, I'm with you. I just don't see it. I don't see it. North Central is a great team. They're number 1. We've been saying that for a reason. These guys, Stag Bowl, they've just been doing it, and I have a feeling they're gonna go right back this year. Whether they win it, that's up to them. But yeah. So anyway, other than that, we got some other games that we're not gonna get really too much into. Mayor Hardin Baylor taking on East Texas Baptist. Okay, let's see if the Crusaders can stop the skid that they've been on. Hardin Simmons, they will have a fun game versus Howard Payne. Can Howard Payne make this interesting, or Hardin Simmons is going to keep rolling? So there are some fun ones. Carnegie Mellon taking on McDaniel. Carnegie Mellon's been strong. They've been good, but can McDaniel find some cracks in Carnegie Mellon? There's some good ones, man. Hey, look at this one. Number 2, Mount Union's taking on Otterbein. Remember that little mascot they had that I was loving? I don't know. What was
I do remember.
Or like a little cardinal, or I don't know what it was.
I think it was like a cardinal, and he just looked like he was determined to be happy. He was determined, and he was happy. Yeah. He
looked like he was Johnny Cool over here, man. So anyway, awesome stuff there. But yeah, solid. Loving some of these matchups today. Cortland versus Utica. Hope versus. Oh no, Teran. Oh no. Do you know what today is?
What is it?
Number 20, Hope at Trine.
No.
Yes. Do you want to tell the story, Teran?
Yes, I do remember when I think it was Hope that was in the that received a first place vote after losing to Trine, or vice versa.
It was Trine who lost.
Yeah, Trine was the one that lost to Hope. 49-0, but they still received a first place vote. And someone asked, why is Trine receiving a first place vote after losing 49-0? And then the admin in the comment section had a facepalm emoji. Yeah.
Someone had a friend.
Someone had a buddy.
Someone had a buddy. Oh, well, let's see, man. After an upset
I still have the clip for that.
Oh, that was one of my favorites. We were busting up, man. That was hilarious. Trine, after an upset loss here, Hope needs to bounce back against the rival Trine. Oh, I love it. This is fun. Looking forward to that game, of course. And number 13, DePauw taking on Oberlin. DePauw has been dominant early, but can Oberlin slow them down? So there you go, Teran. Some a couple of looks there for Division 3. Not much this week, but overall, just pretty solid. Again, the big game here. Obviously, there's 2 of them. The La Crosse, number 5, La Crosse taking on number 9, Whitewater, and number 2, River Falls, and number 15, Oshkosh. What more do you want? Division III football has its fun, I'll tell you. So looking forward to all that coming up, and let's do this. Let's go ahead and move it on in to Division II. Let's go ahead and whoopsies. For some reason, I got a little bit of a glitch there. Let's try that one more time. My apologies. It wouldn't move. All right. Here we go. Let's move it on over to Division II. And well, Teran, here we go. Let's talk about some of these. Well, let's go ahead and get that top 25 out of the way and see where we are. So top 25 here. Ferris State still doing it, 4-0, perfect. Harding cuts down West Florida, Western Colorado, Angelo State, UT Permian Basin, Pittsburgh State, Minnesota Duluth, and Minnesota State still looking good. Then 11-20, California, Pennsylvania, Colorado State, Pueblo, Grand Valley State, West Alabama, Slippery Rock, Central Washington, Indianapolis, West Virginia, and Northwest Missouri State. And then from 21-25, Fort Hays, Carson Newman, Findlay, UNC Pembroke, and Ashland. So there we go, Teran. Let's see here. Now let's take a look at some of these top 25s. Let's see, we got some of them ranked battles getting down this week, man. So, all right. Well, looking at this judging, I mean, there's really, we have some early games that are pretty good. But the one for this week is the only ranked game, the ranked on ranked game. Other people got some games. I mean, number one, Ferris State, Roosevelt. I think we'll know who wins that one. Number 13, Augustana and Sioux Falls. Again, another West Virginia. Number 19, Virginia Union taking on West Salem State. Obvious. I don't know. Some of these could be upsets. We'll see. But the one ranked game, number 7, UT Permian Basin. Number 6, Angelo State. The only ranked on ranked game. Oh, Teran, this is a Lone Star battle. Texas here. No, more Texas football. This could really decide playoff seeding later. Who are you taking and why?
I'll take Angelo State. I think they have just been on a whole other level this year. I think it might be a little bit of a grinded out game, but I think Angelo State just pulls out the win in the end.
No, I agree. I totally agree. Angelo State is a freaking monster, the game. I mean, these guys are legit. So let's see what's up, man. I am so excited to see Angelo State go on, man. Let's do it. But again, if you really want to, go forth, I mean, realistically, Angelo State has a team to do it. Permian Basin, they're right there. They're as strong as can be. But I don't know. This is really a coin flip, but I think Angelo State is good. I think they'll win this thing.
Yeah, I think that you said it best. I think it'll be a coin flip, but I think in the end, Angelo State will pull away. Yeah.
They will. I'm pretty sure they will. This is a good game. So there you go. That's kind of the only game, like I said, literally the only game to take a look at this week for Division II. Not much more. I mean, honestly, do you see any upsets happening here?
No, not really.
Yeah, Ferris State, man. These guys are, I mean, again,
on a roll.
Yeah, some of these teams are just going to stick around, and I don't know. Ferris State looks like they could freaking repeat. But then again, playoffs that's why I play the game. But playoffs, man, they're fun. Playoffs are fun. I love these tournaments, and now I'm really happy that we have this in the FBS now. At least a 16-team tournament, or 12 or whatever the hell it is now. But it should be good this year, as it always is. So, all righty, let's go ahead and take it on over now. Let's see, where were we? Oh my gosh, where were we at? D2 NAIA football now.
Yep.
I love some NAIA football, man. We've had some great football this year. I mean, really, if you think about it, let's see here. Whoopsies. All right, NAIA football. So, looking at that top 25 as of right now. Let's take a look. Here we go. All right, top 25, man. So as of right now, I mean, looking at this, Grandview, Iowa, just looking good. Third straight unanimous, number 1. I mean, they just destroyed St. Ambrose 6-3 3 recently. Then we got Kaiser. They're dominating. Benedictine out of Kansas. Morningside, Montana Tech. Friends, Lindsey Wilson, Montana Western, St. Thomas, Florida, and Southeastern Florida. Then we have 11-25. Kentucky, Georgetown, Kentucky, man. They're down 2, actually. Campbellsville, Kentucky, they're up 1. Dort, they're climbing, man. Here they go at 13. Marion, OUAZ, Indiana Wesleyan at 16. Carroll out of Montana. Southwestern Kansas. We have Concordia, Nebraska. William and Penn, Texas Wesleyan. Northwestern, Mid-America Nazarene, McPherson, and College of Idaho. So some big key lines, man. Some key storylines, sorry. We have Southeastern Florida. They cracked the top 10. First time this season. Marion soars, Garrett, after, what was that, 5 spots after beating Indiana Wesleyan. William and Penn, they climbed to number 20 with a perfect 5-0 start, which is awesome. McPherson enters the top 25 at number 24. It's their first ranking of 2025. We have Indiana Wesleyan. They tumble from 5 to 16 after consecutive losses. Northwestern Iowa, they slipped to number 22. And then Dickinson State falls completely out of the top 25. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. We see this happening. We're like, what? This is crazy. So, okay, let's move it forward and talk about some of the big matchups today. Let's see here. Ranked on ranked. Oh, man, we got some good ones here. Number 7, Lindsey Wilson, the 2020 champions at 4-0, taking on number 11, Georgetown at 3-0. This is an Urban Edge Network game of the week. How about it, man? What do you think?
This one's going to be really good. I think this one will come down to the wire. Oh, man. I think Lindsey Wilson pulls it out in the end in a close one.
Yeah, I think so too. That's going to be fun. Lindsey Wilson, definitely they're battle tested. And they're 4-0. I think they'll be able to land it. But man, what a game there. Okay, let's see. Who else? Number 20, William Penn at 5-0. They're taking on number 1, Grandview. Heart clash of the week. This is going to be a battle. But Teran, who wins it? Do you think number 1 stays strong?
Man, I mean, I want to say William Penn can win, but Grandview is still Grandview, so I'll take Grandview.
Number 1. They're number 1, and they look good so far. So William Penn, I like this school a lot. They've been able to do some great things. If they do this, they deserve to be number 1. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
This is just one of those schools where you go, holy crap! Like, did they just do that? Or one of those games? I mean, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure Grandview is gonna get this one done. In pretty dominating fashion. Well, maybe not dominating fashion, but they'll win. I'm almost sure they'll win this thing. All right, next up we have Montana Tech at 5-0. They're number 5 in the country, taking on Dakota State at 3-1. This is not top 25 versus top 25, but it's a frontier test amongst a strong team. What do you think?
Well, Dakota State deserves a lot of credit. They're at least receiving votes. But that said, I think Montana Tech is going to roll them.
Yeah, I agree. This is going to be pretty fun. Okay. But really, I mean, after that, we don't really have much of anything. I mean, number 8, Western Montana taking on Southern Oregon. That's 3-1 versus 1-2. I'm sure there's another key frontier test, but I'm pretty sure Montana Western is going to win this thing. And then number 19 in Concordia of Nebraska taking on Mount Marty. I'm positive this is a GPAC tilt with upset potential, but I still think Concordia wins this one.
Yeah, give me Montana Western and give me Concordia. I think both will stand on business.
Yeah, I'm sure. So, okay. Here we go. Let's move over to the FCS. Man, we got some good stuff today in the FCS. At least I think we do. Let's hope. All right. So, again, top 25 stuff here. And going on. Let's get on into it. There's a lot of stuff here. So, let me just roll backwards real fast. All right, here we go. Sorry for my notes. All right, so number 1, North Dakota State, obviously. Number 2, South Dakota State, obviously. We have Tarleton State, Montana State, Illinois State, UC Davis, Lehigh, Tennessee Tech, and Rhode Island. Then from 11 to 20, Southern Illinois, Monmouth, Northern Arizona has climbed their way up 4-0, man. They took care of Portland State on the road. North Dakota, Idaho, West Georgia, Jackson State, Youngstown State, Villanova, and Incarnate Word. And then the last 5, Austin Pay, Mercer, Abilene Christian, Presbyterian, and Lamar. So the big takeaways, the top 4, NDSU, SDSU, Tarleton, and Montana. They're all unbeaten and forming a clear playoff seed tier for sure. Biggest risers, UC Davis jumps, man, after blasting Weber State. That was huge. We have some Cinderella teams. Lehigh, 5-0. Tennessee Tech, 4-0. West Georgia, okay, 5-0, man. Presbyterian, 5-0. Again, West Georgia just jumping up from Division 2. I love it. Falling back, Abilene Christian. They're down 10 spots after being crushed by Incarnate Word. We have Idaho. They're sliding. And new entry is Presbyterian and Lamar just jumping in at 24 and 25. So pretty fun there. Moving into this week, let's take a look and see what we've got. Let's see here. We have some solid games. I mean, I wouldn't say, there were some great ones this week, but we definitely have some fun ones. I don't even know if do we have any ranked on ranked, Teran? I didn't even see any ranked on ranked. I really don't. Friday, we seen Brown knock off Rhode Island. So they're number 10, but I don't know how far they're gonna fall now.
Does not look like it.
No, Teran, it's like we have nothing. Like UC Davis and Cal Poly, yeah, that's gonna be a fun game. We actually do. It is. So we do have West Georgia, of course, number 16, West Georgia taking on Austin Pay at number 21. Undefeated newcomers, biggest credibility test of the year. Do you think these guys can knock off Austin Pay, even though they're ranked 5 ahead of them?
Yeah. Those matchups that you mentioned are going to be very fascinating to watch for. I'm also looking here that Cal Poly knocked off Sac State, and that's not an easy team to knock off just because Sac State is pretty loaded. They got a lot of bounce backs and big-time commits for their program. So the fact that Cal Poly did that was quite astounding. And Cal Poly is playing with house money here. And this is kind of the Big West battle right here, because normally these two teams are Big West teams, but in FBS or FCS, there is no Big West. So Cal Poly is going to come in with nothing to lose, but a lot to gain. And if they could knock off Davis, that would be astounding.
Oh, that would be huge. But yeah, man. I mean, going back for dang sure, would that be something? But yeah, man. So going back to the other one though, do you feel that West Georgia, this team is strong? Again, they just made the jump from Division 2. They're taking on Austin Pay. This is huge. Even though West Georgia 16 and Austin Pay is number 21, this is the biggest test that West Georgia's really had. Do you think West Georgia wins this one on the road over Austin Pay, or do you think Austin Pay will give these guys their first loss?
I think Austin Pay hands them their first loss. You said West Georgia was was their first test. Austin Pay was the first test for Western Georgia, and I think Austin Pay is going to kind of give him the business.
Well, I'm going to hope, man. I'm going to stay hopeful for West Georgia. I'm going to really try to stay hopeful. I think they can do it. This is a good football team. Let's just see if they can do it, man. I love it. I love when you see, these teams make the jump. I'm for it. Let's do it. And I'm ready. I'm ready to roll. So let's go, West Georgia. Austin Pay strong. They're a good FCS team, but I'm gonna see. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna see 6-0 for these guys. Let's go. All right, let's do it. So there you have it. Anyway, other games, I guess, Teran, we can take a look at. I mean, number 2 South Dakota State taking on Youngstown State looks kind of fun. It's a crunch time road test for the Jacks. Can South Dakota State's balance handle Youngstown State's physical front and quarterback run game? Really, what do you think, man? Do you think South Dakota State wins this one easily?
Yeah, I think so. I think South Dakota State should win this one fairly easily, and I feel they'll probably jump out to an early lead and then eventually put themselves on cruise control.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see an upset. No, I like the Jacks. I like the Jacks more than the Bison. Number one Bison, they're taking on Illinois State. It's the classic Valley grinder right here. Can Illinois State's defense slow down the Bison machine, or does North Dakota just do what they do? As much as I'd love to see Illinois State win this one, I'm pretty sure North Dakota is just going to run away.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. I think North Dakota State is going to just continue to do their thing, and Illinois State, I just don't think can hang with the likes of the Bison.
No, I don't know, man. Illinois State, the Redbirds, right? The Redbirds. I hope they win this one. I really do.
I think that is right.
I think they're going to win it. Just kidding. No, they're not. But it'd be cool if they were to. As you talked about already, the Mustang battle. Or wait, Aggie Mustang. We got a horse fight.
Yes.
Number 7, Davis and Cal Poly. You talked about that one, man. And it's momentum versus mojo, really. UC Davis rides a dominant defense into slow. And Cal Poly, they have big play wide receivers. They do. But can they win this thing at home? That's kind of the question. And you said no.
Yeah, I think Davis will. I think Davis will probably inch. Maybe not inch this one. They'll probably win, but it'll take a lot for them to win. I think Cal Poly is good. Remember, they played Utah earlier in the year. They also have a nice win over San Diego. So I think for Cal Poly, I think they're going to need to play their best football. But if they do, they could knock off Davis. But I just think Davis is just too stacked overall.
Yeah, I'm positive. It would be cool to see. It really would. I would love to see that. But, I just don't see it. So, anyway, some more. There you go. Really some matchups there. Kind of just, they're had. Cool. But overall, that is that. And that's a little FCS action, man, for us. Let's go ahead and just kick it on over to the FBS real quick and end out the show, man. Because, FBS action is here. We got our current top 25 right now, which are as follows. Let me get there really quick. All right, here we go. So current top 5, Ohio State, obviously, still at the top, 46 freaking first place votes. Yeah, defense continues to dominate. Oregon, they're doing their thing. Miami, Ole Miss, and Oklahoma. Then we got Texas A&M, Penn State, Indiana, Texas, and Alabama. We have Texas Tech, Georgia, LSU, Iowa State, and Tennessee. Then we got Vanderbilt, Georgia Tech, Florida State, Missouri, Michigan. And after that, we have Notre Dame, Illinois, BYU, Virginia, and Arizona State is a newcomer there after they upset TCU, which is pretty crazy. But the biggest storylines, I got to say, the biggest riser, man, Ole Miss is up 9. The Rebels storming the top 5 after beating LSU, obviously. The biggest fallers, LSU and Georgia, man. LSU's down 9. Georgia's down 7. They both suffer SEC setbacks. Historic moment, Vandy is 5-0 at number 16. This is their highest ranking in modern poll history. Amazing for the Commodores, man. The Vandy boys are getting some new faces. Virginia at number 24 after shocking Florida State. Arizona State at number 25 after upsetting TCU. And, of course, still perfect, Oregon, Ole Miss, Indiana, Texas Tech, Iowa State, Vandy, Mizzou, and BYU. So any before we get into the games, any shocks there, Teran?
Vanderbilt having their highest ranking and still being undefeated was not on my bingo card. It's just amazing. But honestly, I saw Ole Miss beating LSU coming from a mile away because the home team has won the last 5 meetings, and Ole Miss was at home. So I think LSU, and I think it's now time to start wondering why their offense can't really get it together when it truly matters. Because their defense looked good, but against Ole Miss, the offense just did not exist. So whatever Brian Kelly is thinking, I think he might want to actually address the offense.
I agree. Yeah, this is
after he made the whole "it's just one game" comment.
It's just one game. Well, Teran, sometimes that one game can destroy the whole season.
Well, it was against Florida, where the first question was a reporter asked him about the offense, and he said, "Stop! You're really gonna ask? You're really gonna start the press conference with that? Try again."
Well, Teran, if you're the head coach of a team, and there's some questions that I'm just saying, Yeah, sometimes you got to answer those hard questions. I mean, right? I don't get it. I mean, whatever. But good times, good times. Alrighty, so all right, we got to move on to some of these top games, man. So this week, here we go, talking about. For some reason, this isn't working now. Great. I gotta love my doc notes, by the way. All right, let's do it. So this week, man, we got some big ones, of course. Number 12, Georgia at number 20, Kentucky. The Dogs try to reset the tone in Athens, really. And Cats bring a bruising ground game to test them early. Who wins it?
Georgia, I think they bounce back. Kentucky's good, but not on the level of Georgia and the others.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know. This is it's a good game. Should be fun. But overall, I just don't see it. I see the Georgia just running away, doing what they do here. All right, next up, we have number 14 Iowa State at Cincinnati. All right, so Cyclones defend the unbeaten start at Rowdy Nippert. Can the Bearcats trade blows for 4 quarters? What do you think?
No, I think Iowa State just continues to roll on through. They're just that type of team, and I just think they're going to win. I wouldn't say convincingly, but they're just going to win comfortably.
I think so too. They'll win it. We'll see how it goes, but I don't know. Should be a fun game. Number 19, Michigan versus Wisconsin. So the big house test. Wolverines, that rushing machine they have, man, they look pretty good. Versus the Badgers, trenches in a classic Big Ten fist fight, really. Who you got?
I'm sorry, we'll say that one more time. The sun was kind of getting a glare in my eyes.
So Michigan versus Wisconsin. Who you got?
As much as I don't want to see Michigan win, I think Michigan's going to win convincingly. They're in the big house. Wisconsin has not really been the best against ranked competition. Again, we'd love to see Michigan have a blunder against the Badgers, but I got to go with Michigan convincingly.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I know, I'm with you. I think Michigan will win this thing here. Number 22.
I will say Michigan's not winning next week. I guarantee you Michigan will lose next week.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that one for sure. Next one up, we got here. Number 22, Illinois at Purdue. The Illini look to stay hot. The Boilers need to make a splash if they want any chance at anything this year.
I mean, obviously I'll pick Illinois. I still think Illinois almost lost that game to SC last week. I mean, you could say what you want. I mean, Illinois still wound up winning the game, and I didn't even know who this Luke Altmaier was until I saw the Indiana game against Illinois. But Luke Altmaier really wowed me. I think he's like top 5 in passing yards in terms of like the FBS. So I think Illinois wins this one. I don't think they're going to have a letdown because if they have a letdown, the only one that's going to be kicking themselves is USC just because they had that game and they just left way too much time for Illinois. It reminds me a little of Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, no. Yeah, that was a frustrating game. Very frustrating. So, alrighty. Yeah. Moving forward, we have Clemson at North Carolina. The Heels tempo versus the Tigers front 7. Who wins this? Really, I want to say this is going to be a third down battle in Chapel Hill. I feel like we're gonna see a lot of just ground and pound, this nasty football on this one. It's gonna be a really fun game. Who wins it?
Boy, I mean, if there was ever a game for Clemson to win, it's probably this one. They have just not been good. Cade Klubnik has not been the quarterback we all thought he would be following Trevor Lawrence's departure. But against North Carolina, I gotta go with Clemson. I don't trust North Carolina in a big-time ACC game like this. So give me the Tigers, even though Clemson has been a massive disappointment this year.
No, I agree. I think, that's a tough one. They'll win it. It's true. They'll win it in Chapel Hill. But man, Clemson needs to really get it together. Air Force at Navy. This is just a fun service game here. I love it. Nice little military battle here in Annapolis. Who you got?
I'm going to say Navy.
I'll take Navy at home too. But the Air Force, man, we're talking 10, 15 years ago. They were great. Not anymore. I mean,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
okay. They're okay. I still love the Falcons. I think they're a great team. But Navy this year, they're a little bit better. So Army, speaking of service teams, Army at UAB. I just want to bring this one up. Blazers balance. Black Knights clock control. Possessions are precious in Birmingham. What do you think? I'm going to go UAB.
Ooh.
That was a good one.
I want to go with the Army, but shoot, I think UAB wins it.
Yeah, it'll be close. This is really just a close game. So
this will probably be the closest. It will indeed be close, and I think it'll be closer than people expect it to be. Yeah.
Oh, I agree with that one. Number 7, Penn State at UCLA. Bruins are desperate for a spark. The Nittany Lions bring just everything. I can't believe I'm even going to say this. Will the Bruins even put up a fight in the Rose Bowl today?
I mean, they couldn't even beat Northwestern last week. I can't imagine Penn State losing. I know it's a West Coast road trip, but Penn State should be angry from last week because they lost in overtime to Oregon. And if they lose this, then we got to really question James Franklin's job security. Yeah. So give me Penn State easy money.
Yeah, there's no way they lose this. I will. No. That's insane. If somehow, some way, Penn State, I'm just kidding. No, there's no way. UCLA wins this one easy all day long. Texas and Florida, we got some swamp vibes here. Longhorns, QB play under the lights. I love it. We got some fun stuff here. I don't know why I said QB. I said Longhorns. We got some play under the lights here. Gators defense looking, they have their moments. Who you got?
I gotta go with Texas. I just don't see DJ Lagway outdueling Arch Manning, but Arch Manning better be careful. I mean, I feel that he's kind of getting the label of overhyped. He only plays well against cruddy competition, and Florida's not bad. I mean, they put up a fight against LSU. It's just that LSU's defense was locked down. But give me Texas.
Yeah, Texas all day in this game for sure. Longhorns, hook them. They look good. Number 10 Alabama versus number 16 Vanderbilt. Now this is fun. The Tide aims to stack up momentum because they've been. I mean, the Tide, they're capable. Obviously, they're still Alabama. They're not the Saban Alabama, but they're still pretty dang good. And undefeated Commodores, man, they get ready to check a box that they haven't been able to check before. I mean, they win this game. This is going to be like their best team in history. I don't know. I'm just saying. The Vandy boys are looking pretty good. And for the first time, we're talking about them in football, not baseball.
Well, interesting thing is that last year Vanderbilt beat Alabama, and that might have been the stunner of all stunners.
It was.
I think this time Alabama gets their lick back. So give me the Crimson Tide.
And that's a big. I'm glad you filled in the blank because I was leaving it open for you there. Yeah, they beat them last year, but this year if they beat them, it's just so much more significant because now, I mean, the ranking is 6-0. The ranking is high. I mean, this is crazy. So okay, but we'll see. We will see what happens there. Okay, next up, we have here Boise State and Notre Dame. Irish seek a clean statement. Broncos, can they make this thing a game? I mean, they're good, but Notre Dame has taken some licks already this year, and they're probably tired of it. Okay, Boise State though, good football team. Will they make this a really good game in South Bend, or do you think the Fighting Irish will just kind of
I wish
at some point run away?
Sorry. I wish we can see Boise State pull off a win like this, but I just don't see it happening. Notre Dame should win this one fairly easily.
Yeah, I'm sure too. It'd be cool to see it though. I'd love to see that. All right, next up here we have we can skip over a few of these. Number 24, Virginia and Louisville. I'm pretty sure Virginia's got this one. Minnesota, and then number 1, Ohio State. Obviously, Ohio State. I'm pretty sure the Buckeyes are going to run over this one. Number 3, Miami, and number 18, Florida State. Now, that's a fun one.
Yes.
Okay, who are you taking and why?
Oh, man. See, I wish Florida State did not lose to Virginia last week. This would have had so many more storylines. I hope Florida State wins, but I'm hoping Florida State wins, but I gotta go with Miami. Yeah.
Yeah, I like them. I like the Seminoles, but Miami, dude, they've been good this year. Now we keep on joking about the is the U back joke and everything. I mean, I still don't believe that they're back there.
No.
I don't see that. They're good, but they're not the U because again, they're not that team they once were a long time ago, right? Obviously, they'll never be that team again. Duh. Those players are Hall of Famers and moved on and everything. But what I'm saying is we always like to have the joke because some of the fans get a little crazy and talk about the U being back and whatever. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
But again, we'll see. We'll see what they do moving forward. If they win a title, you know what? Okay, they're back. Let's see. Let's do it. But until then, yeah. But anyway, all right, Darren. So moving forward, Mississippi State, Texas A&M. I'm positive the Aggies will win that thing. Colorado and TCU though could be a pretty fun game. So what about those two?
Well, Mississippi State isn't bad. Or if I recall correctly, they're still undefeated, right? Or did they lose?
No, I think they are actually. They're still, they
And they do have that win over Arizona State. But that said, Texas Tech is also undefeated, and they have a better resume in terms of opponents that they've beaten. So give me Texas Tech, and I'll take TCU over Colorado. I'm just not sold on Colorado. I know they played BYU tough, but BYU isn't even that good either. So I think Texas gets back on its horse and takes down the Buffs.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know, man. I like I don't know. TCU solid. I like Colorado both, but they're just both in a weird place. And then of course we got Kansas and UCF. Daniels versus the Knights. I don't know, dude. This is I don't know. To me, this is another awkward game, but I'll take UCF at home.
Yeah, give me UCF. This one gives me an odd vibe, but I think the Knights will win this one. They'll win it a close one.
Agreed. I agree with that one. So, all right. Listen, we got a couple more weird ones here. Number 11, Texas Tech at Houston. Red Raiders, I'm pretty sure will. The Cougs are good, but Texas Tech is way better. Duke and Cal. That could be a fun game, since Cal is in the stupid ACC now, which makes no sense geographically, and I will die on that hill. I don't care. Nevada and Fresno State, another fun one. Possibly. UNLV, Wyoming. Okay. So what do you think about those?
I will take Texas Tech over Houston. Houston is going to have a lot of problems, and I will also I'll take Cal as well.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that here. I believe that Texas Tech is going to roll. Cal, let's see what Cal do. I mean, it's a long road trip there. It's a long flight. Nevada and Fresno State. That could be fun.
That's an interesting matchup. I'll take Fresno State in a close one.
Yeah, to me, I feel like this is another coin flip. This is just one of those. This is those coin flip games you just love to just enjoy. If you're not pulling for one or the other. UNLV and Wyoming. That looks semi fun, right? I mean, Rebels, Speed. We have this should be a pretty good game in Laramie. I don't know.
I'll take UNLV in this one.
Yeah, me too. So, all right, guys, we can just kind of hyperspeed through some of these here, Sharon. Let's just go ahead and do it. So, we got South Alabama, Troy, Florida Atlantic, Rice, Oklahoma, Arizona State, Washington, Maryland, UL Monroe, Northwestern. I don't know. So, some of these are just going to be sleepers or sleepy games. I mean, So realistically, I don't know. But Minnesota at number 1, Ohio State. I'm pretty sure the Buckeyes will just end off with this one pretty nasty. And that's it. But any other games, obviously, that you feel you're really looking forward to today?
USC versus the Ba, yeah.
I was waiting for you to say that one. I was waiting for it. Teran, what the hell is going on with the Trojans, man?
First loss, but it feels like they lost 2 games in 1. There is one team I would actually kind of like to highlight. San Diego State. Don't look now, but San Diego State, they're 4-1. They stomped all over Colorado State. And albeit it's just Colorado State, but San Diego State's offense kind of looked a little better. And a couple of weeks ago, they shut out Cal, which was not on my radar. Oh, no. I think it was No, it was 2 weeks ago when they shut out Cal. So I think this San Diego State team, I don't want to say they're back. I think it's a little early to say they're back, but they're starting to look better than they have been in years past. I think they at least have the chance to go bowling this year.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. San Diego State's been fun. They've been really fun to keep up with and everything. And, let's see what these
More fun
guys
than
can do.
UCLA as of right now.
Yeah, exactly. But okay, so going back to the game of the week, though, obviously, we talked about it a little bit ago, Miami and Florida State. Okay, so you have Beck, 972 yards, 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Fletcher Jr., the guy's been solid, 6'6" carries, 388 yards, 5 touchdowns on the year. Robinson for FSU has been a standout, 17 receptions, 346 yards, 3 touchdowns on the year. Again, they're in Tallahassee, Teran. Does this game have the makings for an upset? I know we already picked it and everything, but I just want to leave off with this one today. Does this one have the makings for an upset, or do you really think there's probably – yes, every game starts at 0-0. I understand that. But I don't know. This one kind of has Miami written all over it. Do you feel Florida State realistically can win this thing?
I think Miami will win this thing, but I think this has upset written all over it. I think this has the makings of possibly being upset. So keep an eye on those Knowles.
Yeah, I agree with that one, man. So anyway, good sir, that's pretty much it for the show today, man. But that was a fun one. We had a little bit of fun stuff there. Thank you for all the comments and everybody, man. We appreciate you guys, man. I know. Sorry, we had some comments earlier. I was just tweeting away, man. But big
I
ups to our
saw
boys,
Marcus
man.
in the chat room.
Be excited for
Brian.
Florida State. Good stuff there. Thank you, sir. But Marcus, that was great. Salute. Thank you very much. Fight on. San Diego State is soft. I love it. We have here Marcus Lewis Great also saying, who isn't better than UCLA? I mean, Marcus is from Arizona.
Someone put out an article saying what is the most realistic game that UCLA could win against, and it said, but the bottom said the possibility of 0-12 is certainly on the table.
Teran, we talked about what the hell is wrong with USC. What's wrong with UCLA, man?
Again, they lost to New Mexico. They had to they fired Deshaun Foster. They lost to Northwestern, even though Northwestern scored 0 points in the second half. So UCLA has way more problems than it needs to.
Like Chip Kelly was just there not too long ago, man.
Yeah.
I don't.
Like they have, and the coaching is just one thing. It's like the whole program is another. Because if this keeps up, they're going to lose all their recruits to other schools like UCL or USC, San Diego State, and somewhere elsewhere in the Big Ten. So UCLA's got to get it together. Otherwise, they might not have they're not going to keep up with the rest of the Big Ten.
Yeah, UCLA looks like they're so out of place, man. They look like they need to be in the freaking Conference USA. No, they do, man. I'm telling you. They look like they belong in the Sun Belt right now or something.
Oh yeah.
Like they just look so uncompetitive, like so unmotivated. You watch a UCLA game and it's like, okay, Marcus Lewis Great's having a ball down here, man, in the chat. Yeah, here we go. And it brings so much warmth to my heart that they are trash. It's the truth. They're just bad. I don't understand why they're so bad. I mean, honestly, it's UCLA is a pretty solid program, man. And I mean,
they've got decent history.
They're just years removed from when they had USC's number for a little bit. Like I said, Chip Kelly was just there not too long ago. I mean, they had some solid stuff going on, and now they've just kind of fell apart. Obviously, as SC fans, we can laugh about it, but on a serious note, it's concerning, man. Especially when the Pac-12 collapsed, and now we're in a division where we've historically battled the Midwest for years in the Rose Bowl with the Big Ten. Now we're a part of the Big Ten, and now it's kind of like low key. As much as I can't stand Oregon and good old UCLA, and I find myself cheering for these schools when they face those Midwest teams.
Yeah,
and it's really sad seeing UCLA so horrible.
Oh yeah, it's just painful.
it's annoying. So, yeah, man, I don't know. But we shall see. But anyway, Teran, that will do it, man. Let's go ahead and close this thing out here today, man, because, oh, my gosh, what a week. We got some good games. And while there we are, Teran, we had, again, another freaking gigantic show out today. Over 500 people viewing, man. Thank you so much to everybody tuning in every week. I just want to say that. I mean, right, Teran? Give them applause, man. These guys are amazing. They're showing out, man. Just giving us tons of views, man. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in and being a part of this thing. It's always just it's heartwarming, man. So, all right, Teran. Well, any other news stuff out there? Highlights? Any high school stuff you want to throw out there from this past week?
Mission Viejo beat Long Beach Poly, which I shouldn't say that out loud because I think I'm near Long Beach Poly's girls volleyball team, but I don't think they're all there. They're just doing TikTok dances. But Mission Viejo did beat Long Beach Poly. The Diablos will have, I think they have their bye next week, and then they've got Alpha League play, which I think it's going to be a bloodbath.
No, that should be actually pretty fun, man. I'm just looking forward to more great football. The Trinity League is going to be so much fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Teran, the game I have circled, I just can't help it. We're in October. We are barely in this is October 4th, and I already have Halloween circled, man. St. John Bosco, Mater Day. It's going to be a battle, dude.
Indeed it will. I can't wait for it.
You've said it before in the past. The hottest ticket in town when those two teams play, and that it is. I mean, you can't go any further without without saying that. They got some great talent out there, and that will be the true battle for the national championship this year. And then they're going to meet again. You know they're going to meet again in the Open. The CIF
Oh, yeah,
Open.
unless someone says otherwise.
And this year, Centennials said otherwise already once.
And Sierra Canyon might.
Uh-oh, is this a changing of the guard? We will see, but we'll see, Teran. I don't know. I'm not going to jump to anything just yet. But anyway, Teran, it has been an honor. It has been fun. And our 90 minutes is up. We've gone over just a little bit, but man, it has been a fun show tonight again, or this morning. You guys are amazing again for tuning in. We appreciate you all so very much. And that is that, dude. I want to give a big shout out, of course, to everybody listening and our entire team here at IE Sports Radio. You guys are amazing. Appreciate you all. And let's keep doing what we're doing, y'all. So, with that said, for me, your boy Larry B, for Teran Rodriguez, man, we are out of here. I hope Riverside doesn't lose on their bye week.
I hope OCC doesn't lose on their bye week.
I hope USC does not lose on their bye week. Because
we can't have that happening.
I'd be so mad. But anyway, for me, your boy Larry B, for my co-host Teran Rodriguez, we will see you next week. Until then, take care, and as always, God bless.
Peace.
Peace.